Let's see. Ah, the raspberries. We'll save those for later. Very nutritious. Perfect for the after effects. Nutrition is key, my brave friend. I'll make jam so delicious it'll knock your boots off. You'll thank me later. Wait and see. Now, it's time for us to embark on this shared journey into the self. See you on the other side.
Silly mushrooms. They whisper behind your back again. How did you lose your name? Did the fire take it?
A drink a day keeps the clarity away.
If it weren't you, someone else would have pointed them to the hiding place. If you hadn't done it, you'd be dead as well. It would have happened anyway. You just wanted to save your life.
Coward!
Wait! Just wait! There must be another way! Take me instead! Leave them alone! They didn't deserve this! Please! Let them go! Please! Wait! Just wait! There must be another way! Take me instead! Leave them alone! Oh, the king himself! I am unworthy. Oh, forgive me. How wretched I am. Yes, maggot. But I am a worthless maggot. You are here to help? The maggot cannot be helped. The worthless maggot betrayed its family. It ate their carrion. There are no more druids. There is no Murig. What is left is the maggot. I ate them. The vile maggot ate the druids. Then ate Murig, and now the maggot is all that's left. The maggot was born when Murig pointed to where his brothers were. Yes, and thus the maggot was born. The maggot doesn't deserve to live. Would you like to kill the maggot? The maggot doesn't want to live. Mayorig gave birth to the maggot. The maggot ate Mayorig. But the maggot doesn't want to live. Kill the maggot! The maggot won't fight you. Kill the maggot! Oh, there you are. It was an interesting journey. Well, we have managed to embark on a journey together. Mine was rather still. I sat unmoving in the middle of something I like to call the Chamber of Memory. Then I saw you, except it wasn't you, but the power you carry within you. That power had a face, one that no one remembers, and yet I knew who it was. Strange. That was you? I was sure I was getting killed by King Arthur himself. It seemed strange that he was there, but my ability to speak seemed very limited. I felt that I wanted to die, which was nothing new, to be honest, but at the same time, I didn't. I put my trust in the king. Now, perhaps I should be grateful, and yet I feel like something inside me has died, something important. I am Maggot. Purig died alongside his brothers. Please, I don't want to talk about this anymore. It did. Things I'd forgotten. Things I didn't know I knew. It's not a scroll. It's a tablet, split in two. Druids kept one half. Priestesses kept the other. The druid half. It's at Sagramor's castle. I don't know how he got it. He wasn't the best sort. His castle sank a couple 100 years ago. Just grim stories left now. But my master etched his name in my mind. It has to be there. He wanted to be like Arthur, made deals with witches. Druids too, maybe. They promised him eternal life. Then his kingdom vanished. Poof, gone. Adventurers still look for it. They never find it. Maybe you will. North of Connacht, near the old dam. Near means anything. Druids weren't precise. You'll feel it when you're close. The air gets heavy. The past lingers. Nianti. She knows. Priestess things. Ailey's too busy, so talk to Nianti. Do you need anything else? If not, then please just go. I need to be alone for a while. They say he dreamed of becoming the next King Arthur and did everything he could to live up to the name. Along the way, he encountered 3 witches posing as druids who promised him eternal life. It's likely they were quite powerful, and Sagramore struck a deal with them because, as I mentioned, one day his kingdom simply vanished from the surface of Avalon. Many adventurers have tried to find his castle. After all, how could such a massive structure just disappear? But, as you can imagine, none ever succeeded. I can only hope you will. Most of the old scriptures point to the north of Kunacht, near the old water dam. Of course, near could mean 1 mile or 10. Druids weren't exactly known for precise directions. Still, that's your best bet. You'll know you're close when the air feels heavy, like the past is still clinging to the place. That's how it usually is with old druid stuff.
You doing okay?
You shouldn't listen to that lunatic. Every time I see him is under the influence of goddess only knows what. I suppose he's right and the menhir really can be reignited. Then what? This land is dying and barely produces any crops. Menhir or not, I can't see a future for Kunart. It would need a miracle to survive. Relocation would be the best outcome for everyone. So you've seen what happened with your own eyes. I shouldn't. But maybe the menhir's reaction to your arrival was a sign from the All-Mother. Maybe you are someone who can help. You asked me before whose grave it is. I come here because it's a reminder of how I failed those who counted on me, and I should feel sorrow, guilt, something. But the truth is, I lost part of myself long before Maeve was taken. I stand here. I wait for a feeling to appear, and nothing comes to me. Not ever. At the corrupted temple, something happened when I was still a priestess out there. I feel like something was taken from me, ripped from my very soul. And I've been hearing her voice ever since. Lorelia. And it seems you've only scratched the surface of her purpose. You need to return. Speak to her again, but this time ask directly about me. Who am I to her? Why is she calling? There's something she knows. Something I can't piece together alone. I wouldn't ask this of you if it weren't important. Whatever connection I had to Lorelia, it's tied to what I lost at that temple. If you can find that thread and pull it free, perhaps we'll both find the answers we need. If you want to help me, I need you to go to the corrupted temple, find her, find out what she wants from me. Thank you. Whatever this is, it has haunted me long enough. Go with her blessing.
can see me, hear me. How strange. That's not how it's meant to be. I decide who sees, who hears, yet here you are. Ah, Niante, the fractured one. Yes, she feels the void, doesn't she? The emptiness, where her compassion once dwelled. What she cast away? A fragment, a spark. Hers, yet no longer hers. It clings to me now, bound in service to the All-Mother. And does she need it? Truly? Compassion can be a burden, a chain that weighs down the soul. I held it for her because she could not bear it. She gave it to me. Is that what she told you? That I stole it like a thief in the night? No. It was her despair, her doubt, that cast it away. I merely caught it. Because the All-Mother does not abandon her children. Niante's compassion is a spark, a light meant to guide her. Without it, she stumbles in darkness. But to reclaim it, she must prove herself. It is not a gift freely given. It must be earned. Then she must prove herself worthy. That fragment is steeped in corruption. To return it as it is would destroy her. Take this. It holds what she has lost. Bring it to the All-Mother's altar and cleanse it in her light. Only then will it be safe to return. Go, and tell Niante this. The fire she extinguished still burns, but only she can decide whether to let it consume her or warm her soul. The All-Mother holds all wisdom. In her womb, the threads of destiny intertwine, the tides flow to the rhythm of her heartbeat. In prayer, you will find greater wisdom than in all the scrolls and books of the world.
Nice to see you.
Aurelia's voice, it's different now. I take it you're the reason for that. So, this is it. The piece of myself I've been missing all this time. It feels familiar, yet strange, and deeply corrupted. If it truly is mine, I cannot leave it in this state. If I try to retrieve part of my soul from this thing, it will poison me as much as it heals me. She's right. Surprising, considering the things she's whispered to me all this time. Meet me at the statue of the All-Mother. There, in her light, I will perform the cleansing ritual. You've already done so much for me, but I must ask for one more thing. Your presence. This is something I can't... This isn't something I can face alone. Thank you. May the All-Mother guide us both. The All-Mother's light will reveal the truth, or burn it away. Are you ready? Then let's begin. So, this is what it feels like to be whole again. It's strange. Like I've been walking in a fog all these years, blind to what I'd lost. And now, the light is so clear. I feel as I always should have: compassion, care, hope, all the things I pushed away out of fear. They were never weaknesses, they were my strength. First, I will return to the people of Kunad. They deserve the priestess I promised to be, not the bitter shell I became. You have done more for me than I ever could have asked for. You reminded me of who I truly am. For that, I will always be grateful. No, you didn't. The All-Mother guided us both. But now it's up to me to carry this forward. Thank you, truly. There is much to do, but this time, I will face it with open arms and a whole heart.
Help a soul out on your journey, will you?
May the All-Mother
You doing okay? Nice to see you. Hello again.
one sneaks up on me. No one sneaks up on me. Tis but a scratch.
Greetings to you, strange soul. You carry a light that doesn't belong to the Sagramor's realm. You're not from here, are you? I fear, then, that you won't be able to grant me absolution. At least not yet. Only a pure soul can bear the sins of another. My soul was once like that. I thought it would be enough to... I don't know what I thought. I've been here for so long. Not just anyone's. I took upon myself the sins of my queen. I had no choice. I swore an oath of loyalty. But if I had known the weight of the Queen's misdeeds... Sometimes I wondered if this is my punishment. A punishment for consorting with someone so corrupt. I don't know. I sought meaning in the All-Mother, pondered the truths of the Red Priests. I searched for a merciful God, but all was silent. Then I came here, for Sagramor, soon to be king, was about to ascend to the pantheon of demigods, and beside him stood the queen, as radiant as dawn, gentle as the light of spring. I swore to serve them until the end of time, yet she desired a true kingdom, regardless of the means. Next, there was the descent into the depths where we now find ourselves. This came to pass at the Queen's behest. How twisted and corrupted must one's soul be to desire something so dreadful, to rule alone over the world of shadows. I was stupid. May be my only solace in this vale of tears. The fungus helps me keep my senses, attuning me to the rhythm of this forsaken kingdom, making me somehow understand. I feel the footsteps of the souls wandering above. I feel their ever unfulfilled needs and desires. The fungus conveys this to me quite clearly. And in a way, I accept the workings of this wretched place. I feel as though I am a part of it. It gives me some sense of belonging. And perhaps there is another future for this realm. Perhaps if we are all connected here, forming one single organism, it might lighten our burden. Who knows? Apparently, this is what the world looks like without gods. Everything that was meant to be born here was supposed to fulfill a beautiful mission. Instead, it became an endless wandering in the abyss. Sagramor took a wife, a woman whose power no one was aware of, much like her true intentions. And here it is. Kingdom deep in the abyss, with its abysmal king and queen. Scroll. Indeed, I recall seeing Druidic sages arriving at the court long ago. I also witnessed powerful acts of magic. Surely the court custodian might know more, but you must forgive me. I cannot provide you with a more specific answer. May goodness and light guide you.
Ah, a new guest in our court. Welcome, stranger, to the humble halls of King Sagremore's castle. Are you here to seek an audience with the king and queen? Many are eager to see them, though most are the old regulars. I'm sure their highnesses will be pleased to see a new face. We haven't had many guests of late. Oh, no need to trouble yourself with me, my lord. I am but a simple custodian, a lowly servant of our gracious majesties. Though, if I had performed my duties better, perhaps there wouldn't be so much constant dying. Oh, it's no big deal. We live here in perpetual suspension. Time can't touch us, and it's all thanks to the Queen and her sisters, who decided that would be best for everyone. Well, as long as you don't sin against their majesties, then you might share my fate. Or that of Sir Stygander, who you may have encountered on your way to the castle. Well, I wanted to feel the softness of the royal bed. Yeah, no, don't look at me like that. It's not what you think. The Queen's honor is intact, at least where I'm concerned. But I happened to be in the chamber when King Sagremore appeared. He wasn't alone, and his companion wasn't the Queen. It was one of the harpist sisters. But shush. The king didn't notice me, but the Queen caught on to my unease. She tried to force me to confess what I had seen. I think she suspected it involved one of the king's indiscretions. In the end, I was the one who paid for his sin. Oh well, it's the lot of servants to bear the burden of their lord's transgressions. Loyalty, of course. Sir Stygander swore to our queen that he would remain faithfully by her side, and that he would take every sin of hers upon his shoulders. That was a very unfortunate pledge, as it later turned out. Now our brave and loyal Sir Stygander is atoning for sins that aren't his. But breaking his vows would be a sin in itself, requiring even more atonement. It's a no-win situation. But such is our fate. Oh, I'm sure they will. But you might have to wait a bit. The king's schedule is completely full for the foreseeable future. And, before you ask, no, there's no way to speed it up. King Sagremore is very particular about treating all his subjects equally. Unless you're aiming to become the court jester, there's not much I can do to help. Though, now that I think about it, perhaps if the Queen's sisters put in a good word for you, you might just get to the front of the line. Oh, that would be Miss Clare and the midwife. Should I elaborate about the royal family in any particular order? She's the youngest of the sisters. She used to be so sweet and innocent. But now, well, I shouldn't gossip. I'm already trying to make up for that. Just know that Miss Clare isn't a bad person. She became envious of the Queen's love for the king and ended up chasing after boars who never really returned her feelings. I don't know much more than that. Talking to Miss Clare is rather, difficult. You'll see what I mean. She's a wonderful woman, completely dedicated to family. Her life's mission was to bring a child to the royal couple into this world. She loves all the royal children. Unfortunately, none of them are, suited to inherit our kingdom. You'll be fine, as long as you don't insult her family. I'm glad you asked, my lord. All you need to do is kill me, and the keys to the sisters' chambers will reveal themselves to you. Yes, exactly. It's no big deal. I've died thousands of times. That's just how it is for me. Ever since Sagramor's kingdom was established, I've been the keeper of the keys to all the chambers in the castle. And with magic, when a spell says, "guard at the cost of one's own life," well, it tends to take that phrase quite literally. If I died forever, I wouldn't be able to guard the keys anymore, right? So I come back to life every time someone needs a key from me. That's just how things work around here. Hello again, my lord. Have a...
Boss. No, not Boss. Boss in the letters. The letters to Boss, to Beloved. These, all of them, I write. Letters to Beloved Boss, I write. I write only letters to Boss, to Beloved. Yours, Claire. Sister has a tablet. Once she had it. Once, sister. In Sagramor's arms. Once. Me in Boar's arms. Forever. Yours, Claire. My beloved. My dearest. Boss. No, not Boss. Boss in the letters. The letters to Boss, to Beloved. Boss. Once upon a time, there lived a young maiden named Claire. She had 2 sisters, and together they resided in a resplendent castle within a land untouched by the cruelty of time. In this unchanging realm, there was neither the sorrow of endings nor the joy of beginnings. No sunrises, no sunsets, and no seasons to mark the days. Such was the design of the eldest sister, whose insatiable hunger for control bound the kingdom in eternal stillness. She hoarded love and devotion as a dragon hoards treasure. Yet for all her power, her heart remained empty, cursed to feel nothing for eternity. Claire, the youngest and gentlest of the sisters, moved quietly through the cold, unchanging halls. Her beauty was, too, untouched. It was the height of summer when young Bors first laid eyes on the maiden of his heart, working in the fields, his skin bronzed by the sun. He paused as the sound of hooves drew near. A lone maiden approached, her hair shimmering like spun gold, her cheeks rosy and her waist snugly drawn into a spring green corset. While the other peasants bowed their heads, Bors stared unabashedly. Sensing his gaze, the maiden turned sharply, startling her steed. The horse reared and she tumbled from the saddle, straight into Bors's waiting arms. Their eyes met, and in that instant, the maiden felt herself lost. A warmth bloomed upon her cheeks, but a deep foreboding stirred in her stomach, for she knew there would never be another man who could claim her heart so completely. From that day forward, she rode past the fields daily, offering Bors water and sharing quiet moments beneath the shade of a willow tree. Days stretched into nights, and the 2 surrendered to love. But one day, as the maiden passed the field, her beloved Bors was nowhere to be found. She waited beneath the willow until darkness fell and reluctantly returned to the castle. The next day, and the one after that, she returned. But Bors never did. Summer turned to autumn, and the maiden ceased her rites. She withdrew into the shadowed stillness of her tower, her heart heavy with unending sorrow. Long ago, there lived a maiden named Claire, fair of face and gentle of heart, cursed by her cruel sister to remain imprisoned in a high tower. Forbidden to step beyond its walls or look out of the window, she spent her days weaving a tapestry of the outside world, a world she could glimpse only through the reflection in an enchanted mirror. Yet Claire dared not lift her eyes from the loom, for the curse was absolute. If she ever stopped her weaving to gaze out the window herself, the fragile thread of her life would snap. One day, the mirror revealed a grand procession on the road below. In the days of King Sagramore, there lived Bors, a wandering minstrel whose songs were famed for their beauty and sorrow. Among his melodies was one that bore the weight of his heart, the ballad of a lady named Claire. Claire, a noblewoman of unmatched grace, had been betrayed by her jealous sister, who sold her to a rival lord for power. Locked in a distant tower, her pleas for rescue went unheard. But Bors, who had once sung for her in her father's court and fallen deeply in love, learned of her plight and vowed to save her. He journeyed to the castle where she was held and sang beneath its mist-shrouded walls each night, hoping she might hear him. At last, I was writing something important. Do you know what it was? Yes, Bors, my former lover. I have fond memories of him. Really? Perhaps that was true once. I longed for my own Sacramore. I craved love, true love. A beloved, not a dog. My dearest Bors, I'm sorry. Here, you've read these notes on the stacks of paper. My handwriting. I must have written them, yes. Strange. No, I'm sorry. My sister. I have 2 sisters. One older and another the eldest. She's the caregiver. She nurtures. She helps. She tries. I was writing something. Enough.
Who goes there? Are you here to see the children? Oh, my sweet babies. I lost them. I lost them all before they even got here. They scattered, poor things, like dandelions in the wind. The Queen. She wants nothing to do with me. I failed her so terribly that she no longer wishes to see me. I've fallen so far from her good graces. But I will make it right. You'll see. I just need the children here, safe and sound. Maybe when she sees them, even as they are, she will love them just as much as I do. My little flowers, they're all gone. Met their grim fates within these castle walls. They die and die at the hands of those who should have loved them, or through their neglect. Poor little things. They deserved so much better. After all, they were barely more than blood on our sister's white sheets. They are here because I wished for them so desperately. I hoped my sister would be happy. But you cannot force something that was never meant to be. Yet I tried, and tried, and tried. Now they haunt my dreams and waking hours, while the Queen has forgotten she ever carried them under her heart. Really? You'd do that? And you won't hurt them, will you? Please, I cannot bear to hear their cries anymore. I need them close, so I can watch over them as I was meant to. If I could keep that one promise I made to my sister, perhaps Perhaps then I could finally know peace. Let me think. Renaud, the Crown Prince, loved to stand on the balcony, gazing down at the gardens, watching the legacy that will never come to be. Little Noah, covered in blood. His mother would wash him again and again, scrubbing endlessly. It feels like he rarely leaves the bathtub. Oh, and Hugo, such a sweet child, sleeping soundly in his cot, sleeping and sleeping, always and forever. He has his favorite lullaby.
He's gone. Young Prince Renaud. Oh, by the gods, lost for good this time. The midwife will wring my neck with her bare hands. I can't. No, I won't go back to her like this. And the Queen, she'll do worse. Much worse. Have you ever seen her angry? Hopefully not. She has ways. Cruel ways. The lash is the kindest punishment among all of them. My favorite. Oh, yes, of course. Straight into the void. He stood there for a long while, just staring into the well. And then he was gone. He just stepped in like it was the most natural thing in the world. Are you mad? Who would do it? Jump into that void? You're not being serious. Oh, surely you don't mean to. Oh, may the gods watch over you. Or, no, wait. Better they don't look upon someone heading into a place like that. They might feel disgusted. But I wish you luck. Remember, everything you do is being judged.
Did the midwife send you? Or was it that coward who's supposed to be keeping me under their heel? The firstborn of the king and queen. A proper little princeling. Almost grown. Though life has never tested me thanks to the comfort I was raised in. Which is why I'm full of whims. Why I think only of trivialities. Why I'm just a gilded youth, unable to appreciate what I have. I won't bother listing every one of my vices. Don't take it personally. You're not that special. Nobody is. I just wanted you to leave me alone. But as always, everything in this house proves hopelessly useless. Any form of service, flawed and feeble. They lack competence. Next time, I'll find a deeper despair and an emptier void to hide in. Mother won't be pleased with how miserably the court servants perform their duties. She never handled disobedience well. Well then, we can skip pedagogical lectures, as I know you'll force me to return at the end. And later, I'll try to run away again. Spare yourself the trouble. You don't have to drag me by the hand, I know the way back. The Queen's little lapdog. Phew.
You found the young master. Joy, such great joy. I owe you a debt or two. We simple folk, we must stick together. Here, take this. I hope it serves you well. When serving
Why did you kill me? I didn't want to. I didn't want to be like that. Mum, she used to call me Little Fish sometimes, when she was in a good mood. But when she wasn't, she'd call me Bastard, Misfortune, or Mistake. Once, during a bath, I cried that the water was too hot. So she pushed me fully underwater and held me there until I learned. After that, the water was always cold. Mama is the most important one. She controls everything. Everything rests on her shoulders. I can't disturb her. Father is the king, and usually just sits on the throne. Mama always said he was busy, but he just sits there. Then I was here, sitting in the water, and I never cried again. They are here. All of them. My sweet little petals. I'm so sorry. I should have tried so hard to bring you into this world. But maybe now we can set you free. You will help us, won't you, stranger? Fate has made a mockery of us all. Our deepest desires have been laid bare, twisted into instruments of our torment. Take these poor little creatures. They have no place in this world, yet they are forced into it and out of it, again and again. But our sister wished for them, and here, her word is the only law. My sister's reign must end. It's brought us horror upon horror, all because of her fear and obsession. She thought she could forge fate with power, but she was wrong. Fate is inevitable, and the one she claimed was never hers to begin with. Yet we are the ones who suffer the most.
Hello again, my lord. Are you ready for your audience with the king and queen? Ah, I see you're trying to coax a little gossip out of me. I appreciate the effort. You're the only one around here who can hold a normal conversation. Not many people know that the three sisters are Bandrui, female druids. Interesting, isn't it? Not all druids allow women to engage in their noble profession. They didn't care, though. They did their work, and they did it well. One day, they delivered a prophecy to Sagramore, telling him he was destined to be the next King Arthur. Our king took their words to heart, and made one of them his queen. The other sisters help the Queen maintain the kingdom in its current state. It's not for me to say whether it's right or not. I know my place and the role I've been given. Hello again, my lord. Are you ready for your audience with the king? And nobody knows. The king and queen haven't granted an audience to anyone in years. All these poor, lost souls will never get their turn. Only Stygander and I are aware of the passage of time. The rest are stuck, frozen in the moment. But we're not allowed in the throne room, so we have no idea what's going on with the king and queen. If I were you, I'd be sure to mind your manners and follow every order, for your own safety. Ah, not one. Our king took their words to heart. The other sisters help the queen maintain the... I know my... Hello again, my lord. Are you... Ah, not many, not all druids. One day, our king took the other... I know. Hello again, my lord. Are you ready for your audience with the king and queen? As you wish. Here is the most precious of all keys. It will open the doors leading to the throne room. Oh, and you might have an occasion to see the royal chapel. Please, don't forget us. Damned for all eternity.
Of change, you have been noticed. I was chosen to extend you an invitation to speak. But first, you must let me show you something beautiful. The mycelium. Do you agree? My role in all of this is insignificant. I am but a small part of a greater whole. I am not the one who can give you that insight. You will learn everything during the conversation. I promise that nothing will be hidden from you. Splendid. Your arrival brings me joy. It means this place might have a better future. Welcome. A true natural order, balance, death and life. We have lived together since the dawn of time. Regardless of the decision you make, I will still be, in one form or another. Your arrival has sparked real change in this place. For the first time in centuries, I have no doubt this change will only deepen. But I want you to understand what you will bring about. The curse of this place will be lifted. However, with its disappearance, all the inhabitants of this place will die, against their will. There is, however, an alternative. You will go to my home, the place that is my core, and you will take a part of me. When the time is right, you will place me within the body of the unfulfilled King Sagramore. I will take control of this place through the bodies of the royal couple. This is the only way it can be done. The king and queen are inextricably linked to the origin, the present, and the potential future of this place. They must have a part in this. My growth will be slow, but eventually I will encompass everyone. The new kingdom will be a common good. I cannot force this decision upon you. I am not able to threaten you, nor do I wish to. But after you complete your task, this place will die with all its inhabitants. That is all. No more, no less. So then, what is your choice? There will be no other opportunity for this conversation. I don't want to strain Sir Stegander's body for too long. Ah, the faithful penitent. We were fortunate to cross paths. He found peace and was able to partially come to terms with his fate by attuning himself to me. As for me, I gained this vessel through which we can converse. We helped each other greatly. Wonderful. When the moment comes, plant us within the king's breast. Let him finally rest. We We shall take this place. Thank you, on behalf of the inhabitants of this place.
How could you wound your queen so cruelly? Why did you refuse to simply bow? You could have served me for eternity. Wouldn't that have been beautiful?
Gone, is she? Gone from one eternity straight into another. Oh, how I wish we'd had one more day. A proper one. Marked by the sun setting on us forever. Once, I dreaded it. The relentless passage of time. And now, all that's left is tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools. The way to dusty death. Now it all ends. The lofty dream, the endless torment, and the fruits of our vanity. What we leave behind is a monument to our own foolishness. There will be no legends told of this place, for it is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. And this is for you. The reason for your visit to this cursed court. You may leave now. Your audience is over. Fear not, till mushrooms take the place of your heart. And now mushrooms grow in my chest. The king is dead. Long live the king.
kingdom no longer belongs to kings, but to all. No one shall... No hunger, no pain.
Now, of course, we need to head to the Menhir. If I've read the notes correctly, the ritual has the best chance of success if we perform it after nightfall. No time to lose. The sooner we start, the sooner we'll rid our lands of this Camelot scum. Now I need to prepare myself, but I'll be waiting for you by the menhir after nightfall.
Always a pleasure. Hello there.
It worked. I can hardly believe it. I mean, I hoped, of course, that the wisdom of my predecessors and our shared effort wouldn't fail, but you know how it is. Something could have gone wrong. Is everything all right? You don't look too well, eh? Hey?
So, it's done. The Menhir is alive once more. This changes everything. The people of Connacht will stay where they are.
I wouldn't be so sure. The weirdness continues to thicken, and the threat of the Red Death hasn't passed. Besides, I still have my orders, and they clearly state where your Menhir belongs.
I know you have your orders, and I, as a lord, am bound by Camelot's law. But the moment of choice has come, and I stand with my people. I am the Lord of Connacht, not Camelot. I cannot simply command my subjects to abandon their land.
Of all times, you choose now to grow a moral backbone? Spare me. You are a lord, and it is your subjects' duty to do as you command. And if you defy Camelot, well, I don't think I need to tell you how that will end.
But that's where you're wrong, Denholm. There is one thing even Camelot cannot dispute. Not if they wish to avoid a civil war that would break out if they defied their own laws.
What are you talking about? How exactly is Camelot defying its own laws?
I will lead an expedition to find the Holy Grail. Such is my will.
What? So you've really thought this through, haven't you? Well, if that is the will of the Lord of Connacht, then Camelot will have no choice but to acknowledge it. I'll report this to command. They're in for a surprise.
You heard what Denholm said. Camelot won't dare touch the Menhir as long as I lead the expedition for the Holy Grail. Once again, I need your help, and I'm prepared to grant whatever you ask in return. People I can trust. Those prepared to share the burden of this quest for the Grail. I can't command anyone to join me. They must come of their own free will. Otherwise, the expedition is doomed to fail before it even begins. You see, here's where it gets interesting. I've turned Camelot's own ancient laws against them. No one can dissuade the Seekers of the Holy Grail from their sacred mission. That means all orders are effectively halted until I return. With my shield, or on it. It also ensures the people of Connacht have the right to remain on their land until I'm back. Which, of course, means I don't have to return at all. I don't, but perhaps I should. A lord's worth is measured by the respect of his people. It is time I follow in the footsteps of my noble ancestors and do what must be done. If this holy mission can secure peace for my people, then I shall see it through. And if by some miracle we return with the legendary Grail, all the better. My word would become law, and the Menhir would remain untouched. By Camelot's own laws, I could even lay claim to the crown should I wish it, but I don't. My Connacht is enough for me. I would start by looking among the most trusted and eldest members of our community. Our priestess, Niante, possesses unparalleled talent in healing. Her presence would certainly be invaluable on such a journey. Then there's Urfa, a skilled blacksmith who was once a formidable warrior. If not for the strength of his muscles, the strength of his mind could prove useful. You might also speak with Maggot. Since the two of you have been through so much together, he may not be thrilled by the idea, but I believe his heart is still in the right place. A sense of purpose in what we're about to undertake. Now that the Menhir is reignited, it no longer matters whether we return with the Grail or not. The people will be safe and retain the right to stay on their land. Each of them must understand that this is about the fate of all Connacht. For some, it might even serve as a chance for a change in scenery. Approach them with kindness. They all have their demons, and I doubt they'll agree to join if they are still tethered by unresolved matters. Thank you. And believe me, the reward you'll receive for your efforts will be priceless. And whether they agree or not, I will set out for the Grail. I will buy more time for Connacht.
Stay quiet. Stay safe. You've come back. Farewell.
I know. I'm the one who suggested it. It's the only way to get Camelot to hold off moving the Menhir. Yvain can count on me. After everything that's happened, I see now that this is the right path. Tell Yvain I'll join him on this holy mission. All Mother guide you.
Beor's fully recovered. He's doing well and making his own decisions. He doesn't need an old man hovering over him anymore. And, well, to be honest, I've been waiting for this moment. I'm proud of him, but you didn't hear that from me. You've done right by me, so I'll give you some advice. This whole expedition is madness. But, as they say, sometimes there's method in madness. And I'll admit, I'm glad these old bones can still be useful. I might not think much of our Lord, but I won't turn my back on him when he needs help. This isn't just about him. It's about our home. I'll do whatever I can for Connacht. Tell Yvain he can count on me. Even if it's the last journey I'll ever take.
Really? What for? The Menhir burns beautifully. Nothing bad can happen now. Ah, yes, that makes sense. I can see it now. And he sent you to me. How unexpected. But honestly, I'm not worthy, and I don't think I ever will be. What use is a scatterbrained pseudo-druid who's been abandoned by Mother Nature? I'd just get in the way. Or worse, I'd put everyone in danger. The maggot inside me is still strong, I know it. That's why I have to stay here, to protect others from its influence. Tell Yvain I'm sorry. I'm honored he thought of me, but I can't join this expedition.
less attention, the better.
What news? The people I told you about. Have any of them agreed to join me on the quest for the Holy Grail? Well done. Naturally, I would have preferred to bring them all, but 2 will make fine company. Perhaps along the way, we'll meet others willing to lend us their skills. After all, I can hardly believe you're the only one bold enough to roam the world in search for adventure. You've done me a great favor, so allow me to repay you. Before I depart, know this. You brought change to Connacht and earned my deepest gratitude. Let my repayment be the blessing my lineage received from King Arthur himself. Be the shield that watches over Connacht, as House Terion has done for generations.
I am his oath, the weight of duty that shields the faithful. I am the wall between order and ruin.
You can't just allow for things like that to happen. Not ever again. Not when the kingdom is beginning to find its way. You're the king, and that comes with a whole lot more responsibility. You can't let people like Merlin do what they want, even if their intentions are pure. You must see the danger now!
The memory of Seawall is my burden. Harder to bear than I'd like to admit. But I've realized that his story is what happens when power answers to no one.
Then do something so that a tragedy like that never happens again!
Palamedes, you've always spoken your mind, even when I didn't want to hear it. You've stood beside me through the darkest days and fought not for glory, but for Avalon and its people.
I have done only what I believe was right, nothing more.
Yes, and that made me realize that Merlin was wrong. The legacy I leave won't endure through the legend of a single man, whether it's me or anyone else. I decided to give my sword to the Horns of the South, to bind them not to me, but to the people. But Avalon needs more than that. It needs structures, memory, and resistance to corruption. It needs the foundation of something greater than any one of us.
A shield?
Yes. One to guard Avalon, even from itself. You've proven yourself time and again, so my shield is yours, Palamedes. Not just to wield, but to become. Let your bloodline anchor what my reign could not.
And you believe I am worthy of such a responsibility? I will not fail you, my king.
Don't carry this burden for me, Palamedes. You never have. Carry it for Avalon. And may your name be a blessing upon this land for generations to come. Now I understand. The shield isn't an object. It's the bloodline itself. But I also remember The shield was meant to resist. Not enemies, not blades, but corruption, compromise, cowardice. Palamedes understood that. Nothing I've seen here reminds me of him. Nothing resembles the kingdom we were trying to build. Lord Yvain, a joke of a man. A mere shadow of his ancestor. Not worthy of his title, nor of leading his people. I tried to build something lasting. Something that wouldn't depend on me to survive. I distributed power, tied it to oaths, not blood. Gave regions autonomy, left behind symbols to bind them. But what we've seen so far, that's not a kingdom. That's theater. People playing at being lords and commanders, taking on roles they don't even understand. All I've seen here is fear. Indecisive men wearing the mask of power. But their power comes from symbols they don't even understand. And when a decision needs to be made, they hesitate. When danger appears, they flinch. Denholm, commander of Camelot's forces, is incapable of acting without direct orders. Yvain, a descendant of Palamedes, yet too weak to stand against choices that harm his people. Their fear breeds indecision. If you cannot choose, you cannot protect. And if you cannot protect, Avalon rots. It was you the men here responded to, and you who rekindled it. You did all the work, turned the situation into something Yvain could exploit. Without that, Kuanacht would still be waiting. For what? A miracle? That's why I have to come back. Without us, without hands that act, this land just waits and rots. Merlin wanted me to become a symbol. But I realized that one person, one myth, won't be enough. This kingdom needed more. It needed to stand on stronger foundations. And so, I left mementos behind, to serve as cornerstones for various facets of the kingdom. It seems we were both wrong about this. Yes, the situation is complex, but that is precisely the burden of a leader. Complexity does not excuse paralysis, and yet they sit in deadlock, doing nothing, while the world around them fractures. Turn every resource toward understanding why the weirdness is returning and stopping it. Hiding in Camelot is cowardice. Staying here? Stupidity. But what I would do doesn't matter. This is precisely why Palamedes was made Avalon's shield. To judge for himself what serves the people. Even if it meant standing against me. We gave our people peace, but they've come to take it for granted. Perhaps those who live without struggle grow soft, and in comfort, they let go of their values. Symbols, without the will to uphold them, are little more than ornament. I named his bloodline the Shield of Kurnacht, and granted them dominion over this menhir, with full autonomy. The land here is among the richest in Avalon. This place was meant to stand as a counterweight to Camelot's rising power. Well, my friend, they still call me the once and future king. Still hold feasts in my name. Feasts won't save them, but action might. We've wasted enough time. Let's move to the Forlorn Swords and find my crown. Let's make me whole. It's the last hope for this wretched kingdom of ruin.
Stay quiet. Stay safe. Just passing through? Good.
Are you sure you want to do this? You can still back out. Camelot will surely forgive you for this insubordination.
I have never been more certain of anything in my life. This is the only way.
Fine. Do as you will. Look who woke up. You're a bit late, though. You missed the show. Our Lord gave a rousing speech to his subjects explaining why he's going to leave them in these dire times. I'll leave you two. I need to start cleaning up the mess you made, Yvain. And before I forget, some shady-looking character was looking for you. Didn't tell me his name, but said you're old friends. Said he'll wait nearby.
Greetings, friend of our house. What may I do for you today? Really? I hope he supports my decision to embark on the quest for the Holy Grail. Although, in truth, it doesn't really matter. I made my decision, and I'll stand by it. Whether my noble ancestor approves or not. Well, and now you are the shield of my people. I trust you will ensure that his blessing is not squandered. House Terion ends with me. Lady Maeve was never granted the chance to give me an heir. And I couldn't bring myself to take another wife or continue the lineage while the world I knew crumbled around me. But your words are kind. The story of my family began in glory, and in glory, it will end. As soon as the necessary preparations are complete, with any luck, it won't take much longer. Ansem will assume my duties in my absence. He is my most trusted man, and he is respected by the people. For now, He's assisting me in gathering supplies. I do not know when or if I will return. Connacht and its people must be ready for either eventuality. I cannot say for certain, but I have faith that Anselm will manage. Truth be told, he's been the one keeping things in order for quite some time now. Since Maeve's passing, I've been all too aware of how much I've neglected my responsibilities. Camelot will keep the peace in my stead, and I can only hope that the people of Connacht will come to trust Denholm and his men. We may not agree on every matter, but I cannot deny Denholm's honor. When I return, it will have to be enough. And so, I thank you once more. House Terrion is... no, wait. I am personally deeply indebted to you. Because of your efforts, my family has the chance to reclaim the glory it once knew. Farewell.